DJ Academics throwing shots at Lil Boosie. He says he's finally realizing that he actually does need Vlad. Them little waps and workers that he has created is not gonna hold him over in the podcast world. Look, he released his interview on Patreon. Now the interview got its highs and its lows. One of the lows was he's talking about a wape scene. Oh, I got a wape scene in my new movie. Well, I wouldn't call it really wape. I just drug her and take it, and it wouldn't be aggravated wape. It wouldn't be aggravated. It would be misdemeanor wape. Look, bro, you sound like that dude off of When They See Us. I think it's When They See some shit like that. The Central Park 5. You know what I mean? The one that be the stuttering and all type of shit. You know? This is my third and last wave. Look, Boosie, you're tripping. You know what I mean? Yeah, go back to Vlad. Why? He got the answer set up, brushes, and his editing skills make you look nice. It paints you in a good light. Just being honest, just being real. Drop it in the comments. Every Spears throwing shots at DJ Vlad. Look, Vlad TV, he say, bro, they were supposed to be friends. Now, after he heard Boosie say he wanted 35,000, 6ix9ine getting 30, all this other type of shit, he say, bro, he was only getting $1,500. $1,500, bro. All he did was say he wanted pay increment. He wanted to go up 20,000 until he wanted 25,000 a show. You know what I mean? Look, Joe, he give it all. Shout out to every Spears, but one of the only things he got going on is Vlad TV interviews. Had you not been for Vlad, we wouldn't have seen you since Mad TV. I'm gonna be honest with you, fool. So you asked him for a pay increment. I don't think he should have shut you off. You know what I mean? But once you start doing all that other whole ass shit, cause you see what's going on to the internet, yeah, you're not a fucking friend. I'm just being honest, just being real. Now, get me back on there. Let's argue about it. Let's talk about it. No. You want something to leave with. No, leave like you can't. Leave like it is right now. You know what I mean? See if you can start your own platform like Boosie. Look, NBA Youngboy, Make America Slime Again documentary grossed over $1 million in just 7 days. Look, 583 theaters around the world is playing this documentary. And it's getting fucking rowdy. The YNs are turning it into a concert. They fighting, they scrapping, but most of all, they singing the lyrics, bro. They loving this, bro. This documentary is just about his whole master tour. Grossed over $70 million, bro. Right out of jail. Yeah, changed his life and the people around him for sure. Except for Ben 10, obviously, because Ben 10, and I hate to just ramble on, but Ben 10 went all the way left. Man, that nigga just grossed 70 million. You ain't supposed to be into the crime life at all. You know what I mean? You're supposed to be making them go to the studio and make more records so y'all could be even better. You know what I mean? You want too much. That's what the thing is, bro. You want too much and you want to be clouded up. Drop it in the comments. Shout out NBA Young. Vince Staples announced his new album, Cry Baby. It looked like it's a direct shot to Donald Trump, but look here. This Black Marmalade was his first single. The album gonna come out June 5th. I believe June 5th. It's gonna be a summer album, you know what I mean? It will be dropping soon, but look here. The Blackberry Marmalade video, dope, bro. Yeah, dope. That's the first person shooting this shit. The whole fucking diner in the video, like the song trash, garbage. That's one of the reasons Vince Staples ain't really talked about in hip-hop. The show on Netflix, the Vince Staples show, that's way better than this music. I'm just being honest with you, bro. But the visuals, fucking dope. Next level. Yeah, next level. I'm giving it to him. Shout out Vince Staples. Musically, I'm not really right there with him. Not just yet, but he stands a chance, bro. You just gotta come with it. T.I. filed a major lawsuit against Cinq Music for control of his masters. Look, in 2017, he sold a huge chunk of his masters to Cinq Music under the impression that they were gonna sell them back at a discounted rate. Look, bro, what's wrong with y'all? Y'all selling all y'all records thinking they just gonna give them back. Y'all needed money, bro. It's like a loan shark. You're never gonna get it back for a cheaper price or for what you even think. The number you got in your head, made up. Them people want 50 million more than he thought they wanted. You know what I mean, man? Bro may never get that back. Now, you can sue. All they can tell you is, bro, this is what it is, bro. All that verbal agreements, man, you got to have that shit on paper. I'm just being honest. Tip Harris. TIP coming live from the VIP. I heard the nightlife, not right without me, bro. Get with it. Yeah, get with it. You got to read the fine fucking print before you go sell all your motherfucking records. Finesse2tymes throwing shots at Layzie Bone. He say, come on, bro. It took him 16 weeks to release that weak-ass motherfucking record. You know what I mean? Look, bro. Layzie Bone just released the Finesse2tymes diss track. Now, when you first listen to it and you run through it, don't sound like much. But when you listen to it a couple times, nigga, that's Bone. You know what I mean? Is it weak? Ain't the hottest bars, you know what I mean? If it wasn't Layzie Bone and it was delivered differently, nigga wouldn't pay no attention to it. It ran to the net like a tweet. Man, it's just, they never been really just known for their punchlines anyway. Let's just be honest, let's just be real. Rhythmically, oh, he killed him. You know what I mean? He killed him. But like Finesse say, if you really want to come out with something and you going to come out of pocket, make it really tough. You know what I mean? Yeah, make it really tough. But like I said, I like the record. You know, Finesse2tymes, not a fan of it. I can only imagine what he's about to say in his freestyle. Shyne has been honored with the key to the city of Brooklyn. Whether y'all like it or not, Shyne was raised in Brooklyn and they gave him the key to the city. A ceremony was held in East Flatbush at a young men's expo center to present him with the key. You know what I mean? Now the key don't really mean too much, but it means something to him. Why? Like he say, it's the community that raised him. It shows you what he embodies what a man can become if he really put his mind to it. Look, let's just be honest. Shyne got fucked over by the dealer. Did it? Did he fight back like people would have imagined or wanted him to? Nah. Got the fuck out of Dodge, but guess what? Sometimes it's better for you. Yeah, sometimes. Shout out Shyne, you know what I mean? Yeah, shout out Shyne. I still bang that Bad Boys to this day. You know, I'm just being honest with you, fool. For me, he's bigger than just one rap song. Drop it in the comments. Look, Allstar Jr. facing 15 years in federal prison over firearm charges. He was a felon in possession of a firearm. This is when he was getting rat packed by Ben 10 and the rest of the motherfucking boys, you know what I mean? Yeah, before he found that gun, upped it, let that bitch blow, and we see how it go. Yeah, we see the results. Look, bro, the nigga let that motherfucker go until there wasn't no bullets left in it. When there wasn't no bullets left in it, he pistol whipped him and spit in his face, fool, before walking off and leaving that motherfucker on the scene. Didn't stop there. He went on to do the Ben 10 $20,000 challenge. You shaking, doing all this other type of shit. Bragging about this motherfucker. The feds picked him up. They looking to charge him. He's facing 15. Look, Willie D, scamming that, was facing 20. He only did 1. So I don't think he's gonna do no time for this. Drop it in the comments. Look, Dababy compares himself to Kendrick, Lamar, J. Cole, and Drake. He said it is no big tree, it is just me. He deserves to be in the conversation because he feels like he's one of the best rappers alive. It's not just about the music. Now the new album hard. Be More Grateful hard. Like everybody fucking with it. Let's just be honest, let's just be real. Show me a different side of him. You know what I mean? But let's just be honest, let's just be real. He got something, bro. If you take away all that, he is a man that can get on that microphone and still put on a show. Nigga, freestyle game sick too. Let's just be honest, bro. It is no big tree. Now, I should be in the conversation. Yeah, he should be in the conversation, bro. A lot of people should be. Y'all gotta stop prioritizing the people that y'all see and understand that that's just the master plan. That's who they want you to pick. Yeah, that's why they glorify him. That's who they want you to pick. But it's a lot of other people like Dababy that's really spitting, bro. Drop it in the comments. Afroman throwing shots at Lefty Gunplay. He say, don't use our music and our culture when it suits you. Go sing La Bamba. But a black man wrote that too. Look, shout out Afroman. He's good. I was gonna go to school, but then I got high. Yeah, he's cool, bro. On top of that, the little record he just made about the cops that fuck with him. It's funny, it's cool. Lefty Gunplay said a couple things that'll probably the black community may not like, but you gotta understand, when it comes to what a nigga is, you know what I mean? Yeah, that man's a nigga too. Yeah, that man's a nigga. I ain't no nigga, you know what I mean? Yeah, I ain't no nigga. But if you consider yourself a nigga, that's what it is, bro. That's the package. That's what the fuck it is. So you can say he's using the culture, but what do you think he's from? He's from a poverty-stricken area, just like the black folks. Just being honest, just being real. Shout out Lefty Gunplay. Jay-Z throwing shots at Drake. Look in his new interview about songwriting. He says if you're trying to make young music, it won't come off authentic to young people. Look, bro, I love what the Clips is doing. This is Drake throwing, this is Jigga throwing a sub, for sure, bro. Drizzy doesn't make young music. I wouldn't call it that. He knows how to go through the times. Of course, Jigga, and he's the GOAT, one of them. Of course he's gonna hate because his music is not getting bumped like a Drake. Look, Kanye West is killing him when it comes to streaming, you know what I mean? Like, Jay-Z is a motherfucker, but songwriting, this ain't the 90s no more, nigga. In the 90s, yeah, killing it, you know what I mean? Early 2000s, killing it. But, bro, it's a billion songwriters out there, bro, and it's some great songs and records that Jay-Z ain't been a part of. Facts. Drop it in the comments, man.
If they throw it, I'ma catch it to play the game like Tetris. I'm one of a kind rap, people tell me I'm a clip. I've been working 24 hours, summertime to winter. I ain't really at the jail, it gotta be about business.